Hey guys, this is Skipfisternator, and I am back today doing a review on one of the brand new LEGO Star Wars 2014 summer sets. Today we have 75052 Mos Eisley Cantina, ages 8 to 14, 616 pieces, and it retails for $69.99. So, first of all, I'd like to explain myself and why I've been gone for so long and haven't been making videos, and that is simply because I was overseas for a month or so visiting family, so I apologize for the lack of content, but I have plenty of videos and reviews alike coming out soon in the near future, and I hope you guys will stay tuned and see that. But this is the first of the new Somerset wave, and this is my main priority. This was my main priority set to get, and I'm very happy I have it. They're not supposed to be released until August 1st here in the States, but I was able to get it a bit sooner, and this is, I'm telling you guys right off the bat that this is my favorite set of the whole lineup. And while someone may argue that, yeah, this is a remake, but it's been 10 years since the last one. The last one we got was in '04, and it was much smaller than this. So without further ado, let's get on to the set itself. And now I usually put the minifigures in a line right here up front, but this time I decided to pan over, so we'll start from the right and move over to the left. And the minifigures are already where they're supposed to be, I guess you could say. So, first portion of the set we get is the Luke's Landspeeder. And this is really good. I really like the design of it. Brand new coloring here. This is a kind of a salmon pinkish color, as you can see, with some dark red spots on it. We have some piping that goes along the front. And here is the back. The engines also have stickers on them. They're different colors, so this is a light gray and a darker gray with some salmon on the bottom. And the top one right here is the same turbine as this one. And here we have kind of the exposed engine part here. It's supposed to give the illusion that it's an old Landspeeder, which is true. And this is just, if you just Google an image, Landspeeder, then this will come up and it looks just like it. So LEGO did a great job on it. So, first minifigure we get. And before I get on to the figures, actually, really quick, I wanted to say that there are 5 numbered bags in this set. And it's a really good build, though. You don't get all the minifigures in bag 1. You build them modularly, I guess you could say. So you get, like, I don't remember for sure, I'll look in the instructions, but you get like 2 in bag 1, and then they keep going on throughout the whole set build. But the first figure we get is Ben Kenobi, and he is just stellar. I really like this figure. This is probably the best Ben Kenobi we've gotten ever. So as you can see, he's got a new face here and gray hair. This hairpiece isn't new, but his robes, as you can see, they go down from the torso down to the legs in a dark brown color. So he just looks very good. Really love this figure. And on the back, as you can see, he has back printing in the hood of his robe right there. Just excellent figure. And he does have a blue lightsaber here. So very nice, and a crucial part of the set too. So it would not feel like the Cantina without him. So very good figure to get. And he is actually one of 8. So this figure has a whopping 8 minifigures, and is probably the most out of any of the lineup. I'm not quite sure on that. But next figure we get is Luke Skywalker, and he is also brand new. Same blue lightsaber, but he's really cool. He's really similar. I compared him to the Millennium Falcon Luke Skywalker, but the torso is just about the same. I actually think this one has a bit less wrinkles to it than the other one. And the other one, I believe, didn't have back printing, so this is an improvement, even though it's slight. Leg printing is pretty nice, as you can see. And just a great figure. He does come with these binoculars here, which is accurate for the scene. And these have been around since, I don't even know how long, for years, but they haven't changed the design of them. They've just been perfect Star Wars binoculars here. So I will just take off his lightsaber and binoculars and show you his head. He does have the same hair as the Millennium Falcon Luke, right here. And so he does actually have a double-sided head. So this is the first side, and the second side is a more happy side. So yeah, there's Luke Skywalker, great figure. Back over to the Landspeeder, as you can see, we have 2 seats right here and a sticker for a control panel. Right there. And one thing that you could actually argue about this set is that it didn't include C-3PO and R2-D2, but they technically weren't even supposed to be in the scene because the bartender who would go over there didn't allow them to come in the first place. But if you do have them lying around your collection, you can put R2-D2 right here, so one leg would go here and the other one would go here, and C-3PO could go in the middle here, with Luke and Obi-Wan going on either side. So we go to the bottom. We have lots of clear boat tiles here to give it a floating effect. Like that. So as you can see, it does look like it's floating a little bit. And the last feature of the Landspeeder is we have the engine that can come off here to reveal a storage compartment. And here's another sticker. So you can disassemble their lightsabers and put them in here, and the binoculars, so they can go in like that. And you do have to take them apart, they won't go in like this. Just like that. So great addition to this set, Landspeeder, and it's essential on how they get to the actual cantina. So I'll set that aside. Next portion of the set we get is the Dewback, and on him is the newly designed Sandtrooper. So I'll take him off and show him first. So the Sandtrooper here is really, really nicely done. I believe it's the same exact style of Stormtrooper that we get in the Imperial Star Destroyer, with the legs. This is a new leg printing here with one knee pad over here, and this one is absent. That is accurate. Just looks really nice, and I love the torso design here. He does come with the, I'm not sure what you would call this, but it's to kind of to get the Dewback to move, so he would poke it, I guess. It may or may not be electrocuted, but this is to actually get it to go. So this same design, and even this part here, was in the old Cantina, and I'll show you a comparison with the old Dewback. But anyway, here's the Sandtrooper. Really nice dirt fatigues on him, and he does have the magazine right there, and a black pauldron this time rather than an orange one. And if you can see, there's some faint gray lines on it. And a better look at the helmet. Let's take that off now, and we get the Stormtrooper face underneath. We've gotten this past couple years, so nothing new there. And he does come with the backpack, which is also an old design. 2 lightsaber hilts attached on a clip. And it goes right there. You can detach it, and then I will actually take off his helmet and his head to show you the back printing. So, as you can see, the pauldron goes underneath the back clip here. So that would come off, and there's the torso underneath. So unfortunately the pauldron just came off, but you guys get the idea. I showed you that. So great figure here, really nice. Pauldron is right here. I'll show that up close. So it does have 2 holes, they overlap like that, and it gives it the curved look. So really nice job done by Lego there. And if you guys remember, the old Sandtrooper had an old pauldron, but if you look up Dewback once again, you would see that it does have a black one. So on to the actual Dewback, and he is just fantastic. Completely new mold, and he's, I guess you would call this kind of an olive green color. So we'll start at the head here. He does have printed nose and eyes. And his mouth can open as well to reveal teeth underneath. That rhymed, but yeah, he does have teeth top and bottom, and he can go about that far. And close back up. His tail and legs are unfortunately stationed here. They cannot be moved. but I'll show you some detailing here. So he also does have a saddle here for the Sandtrooper to ride, and this is the harness that goes along the neck here. So one interesting thing about this, and I'll actually, before I take that apart, I will show you the old Dewback that we got 10 years ago in the old Cantina. So here it is. It may strike you as old right off the bat, and that is because it is. But I actually really don't mind this one. It does have a nostalgic feeling to it. But his tail actually was longer than this one, as you can see. But it's really not supposed to be that long. It's really supposed to be this length here. And his legs, unlike the new one, can move back and front, like that. And the same harness, actually different piece here, but the same idea. His mouth cannot open, and he does not have any printing anywhere. So, here is the old Sandtrooper. This is the exact same part I was telling you guys about. So, he's pretty cool, and as I mentioned, he does have the orange pauldron here. So there's that. So LEGO, as you can see, have come a long way from 10 years ago. And he can just stand right there. So this is the old Dewback, and you can call it for what you like, which one you prefer, but this one is pretty much more accurate in every sense of the word. But both are really cool, both bring something unique to the table. And my memory is actually going to go out, so I will return in just a moment. Okay, and I'm back, so sorry about that. But that covers the Dewback and the Landspeeder, so on to the actual Cantina. So I'll zoom in just a little bit. And we're going to start again over on this side. So the first building we get here, as you can see, has a domed roof, and this is really acting as the entrance here. Zoom in a little bit more. So outside here we have the trash can and the door that opens up using this pulley system right here, so you can just slide this over and the door opens up, allowing a figure to walk inside the doorway here. And we can just pull this away. This is attached by hinges over here, right there and there. So I'll give you a look at the door and how this system works over here. Just slides to and fro. And then over here, as you can see, it's pretty dark, so I'll open the dome up. And inside here is basically just the vestibule where the patrons would come and sit down, I guess, wait for their turn or whatever, or just have a drink. Or, that'd be my first thought, or this would be where Han and Chewie meet up with Luke and Obi-Wan regarding the Millennium Falcon. So, I'll just shift this around to give you guys a better view from this side. So in there we have a control panel. That is a sticker, by the way. And then 2 seats is like you saw over there. And right here, this is, or rather over here, a little light with a clear stud on top. And this just goes back down like so. So zooming out, this is attached via hinges right here and can be lowered like that. So this is a nice part. The doorway here can open up and close if you desire. Dewback went with it. But anyway, this whole thing, I should have mentioned this before, but this whole building here is attached through hinges, so this is its opened up state, and you can close it up to make it a more compact building. So I'll show you guys that when I'm done going through each individual room. But over here we have a very iconic scene. It should go without explanation, but this is where Han Solo and Greedo have their shoot-off, where, of course, we all know Han shot first. So with a push of the back over here, the 2 rooms over here can come out, and we are given our first scene. So we have Han Solo, and he's actually the only figure in this set that isn't new, according to the box anyway. But I don't remember seeing that face before, so that might be new, but still a great addition here, back printing. And a great figure. Sorry that the navy blue printing is not showing up all that well. But he does also have a double-sided head, so this is the first side and the second side. So, essential minifigure once again. All the figures in here are just fantastic. And his opponent is Greedo, and we haven't gotten him since the old Cantina. Most of these other figures we've seen before, except for the next room, but he's just been a figure long been sought after, and LEGO has just not made him since then. So, first of all, what's striking about him is his bright blue jumpsuit that he has on. Same detailing here. The holster all on his pants is Han Solo. And he does have the vest over here in brown. Or in tan, rather. Does have some back printing. And little blaster, same as Han over there. Now his head is actually really cool. This is really similar, if not exactly the same as Wald's head that we got in the Pod Racer set. But I'll try to give you a good look. So he does have these bright blue eyes. Or they're actually dark blue, but they have bright blue circles inside. And if you watch the Clone Wars and some other parts of the Star Wars saga, you can see that there's kind of like galaxies in the Rhodian species in their eyes. But it is hard plastic, same head as Wald. The only thing different is I think the eyes might be a little bit different, but other than that, it's exactly the same, and an awesome addition to this set. So I definitely recommend getting this set if you are a Greedo fan, if you don't already have one, but he's a really cool figure. So I'll move those guys aside. And inside this first room we have 2 chairs here. I'll tilt it upward. 2 chairs, no studs on the bottom for them to actually sit down. But we do have a drink here in that clear glass. And another light right over there that we saw in the vestibule area. And this right here is the rod that pushes it in and out. But other than that, nothing much. We have a little window back there. And over on the top, I'll actually detach the camera from the tripod right now. So, and zoom out, sorry about the shaking. But over the top we do have holes here so you can get some lighting in there and actually could put your fingers in there to move things around if you need to. So that's pretty cool. And right there. So we'll move it back on the tripod. Again, sorry guys about that shaking. I just wanted to give you guys a better view. So coming back in, and now here is the main draw to this set, in my opinion, and it is the Bith musicians here. We have 3 of them, and I'll show you each of them. So these guys are just fantastic, and ever since I got into LEGO Star Wars, and most fans would attest that we were waiting for these figures to be made for so long, and now they finally have been made. We do get 3 of them, and each one has a different instrument to them. So this one is kind of a trumpet kind of thing. So they do have some black minimalist printing torsos here, back and forward. Back and front, sorry. And their head is just awesome. Great part here. I'll move this away. Hard plastic, so none of that cheap rubbery stuff or anything. On the back here, great sculpting work, molding. And over here we have some white pupils as well. So they are exactly the same apart from their instruments. I'll show you this guy now. And he kind of has a saxophone, I guess you could call it. So it's kind of a black lightsaber hilt with the little nozzle piece on the end. So just fantastic minifigures. And if you remember, actually the Cantina band, there was actually 4 Bith musicians, but they only gave us 3. So if you need that 4th one, you could look on eBay or whatever. But I think 3 is good because that is actually the maximum number you can fit in this little room. It's kind of on the small side. Let me just move that over here. So this 3rd figure, like I said, is exactly the same, but he's playing like kind of a record table here. That's what this little stand is for. It's a stand, then there's this top part here, and he's playing that right there. We do have a red container over there and a glass right here. So it is supposed to be a cantina after all. And yeah, so that'll do it for that room. They can all fit in there as you saw before. So this guy could be playing up front. Actually, I'll start out from the back first. And he just fell. So, but yeah, you could just fit a guy in the front here and a guy in back over there. So they do all fit. It's just kind of a trick to get them in there. So I don't know how a 4th one would fit. But we'll just put him on there for now. So these can actually move back in. Not with him on there, but that's what it looks like underneath. I forgot about that trans red cylinder piece. So this would just go on top of it, like so. And this is what it looks like pushed all the way back in. And I'll show you how that system works in the back. But here we have the actual bar area of the cantina. And it's pretty unique. One thing that I wish we would have gotten is the actual bartender here. Maybe even Ponda Baba or Dr. Evazan. But we do have a nice glass here for Luke or whomever to be getting a drink right there. And I'll show you over here. We have the nozzles and different kind of drinks on this gold platform here. And inside here we have two drawers. Let's see. They can open up like that. So here we have two gold coins, which is supposed to be the currency used. And they can just slide back in. Both can open, but that's the only one that has anything in it. And they go back in. So we do have a blaster here and the actual cash register. Right there. That is actually a sticker as well. And the blaster in case a patron gets too rowdy. So we do have a similar piping that goes around here in this great color, similar to that of the Landspeeder, only in a darker gray. And that is about it for the front, so we're going to fold it up on the hinges. I'll take this guy out first so I can show you. So that's what it looks like all folded up. And you can push that in if you like. So I'll give you a look now at the exterior. So this is the very back of the set. And we have a moisture evaporator right here. Nice little addition. Tatooine, every building has this on Tatooine. And then right here is actually the feeding bin for the Dewback. So there's a bone in there. He can open his mouth and eat right there. So this is actually the piece that if you push it in, the levels would come out. It can't be done when it's closed up, but that's the part that you push. And over here is another clip in case you need to put another one of these on there. And full 360 view here. It looks really good from the outside, so you can get the playability aspect on the inside when you open it all up, and the actual design look when you close it. We have a little ladder here. And back to the starting point. So there is that. So this is a wonderful set, like I said at the beginning, and I just definitely recommend it. It's fantastic. So on to the instruction booklets. We do get two of them. First one and second one. There isn't really anything, no real building techniques that I would highlight. It's really an easy, simple build. On the back here we have Win, and they changed it from the child. Right here, that's what it used to look like. Now we have a robot. So, and over here, let me set that down. I'll show you the back here, the piece list. And then in the other booklet we have the minifigure checklist right here for the summer line. So there's that. Other than that, that's about it for the instruction booklet. Now on to the box. So the box is actually very, very wide. Right here, and we can see the minifigures down there. All are new, except for Han Solo. And right here. Cool depiction of Tatooine here. On the top, actual size. And on the back. Oh, one more thing, I forgot to mention that you can take the harness off and put on these little pieces here to make it a wild Dewback as well. So there are the musicians. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and more videos are coming soon. So, see you guys in the next one. Bye.